Because this isn't your to touch my face. But now I'm going to do it. Sorry, my eyes are really irritated. Also, stare at bright lights long enough, your eyes just start going. Alright, so Tuesday, right? I just finished the Command Quanta review over there. Also just discovered that somebody lost their side panel. I think it's the original Exia. It's over there somewhere. Because all the other ones, have it. So I really liked the Command Quanta. Really, really fun kit. And I was trying to discover some stuff within the build. I thought there was a little more customization, maybe some more stuff you could play around with. Not so much. So I still have the Harut, the Zabanya, the Shark Boy, and the up there to do. I'm trying to decide which one I should do next, because in theory I should do the Virtue next, in theory, just to get it done, because it's the next big one. But I've already got the HGs kind of ready to go. And I'm not going to take a break for dinner. I'll take a little time to go see the wifey, but I'm not going to eat tonight. I'm just going to plow on through. I'm going to edit the videos I just shot, so those are done, and then that leaves me with just the last few. Close this. So let me update this. So totally unrelated to 00CTOBER, but just for the channel. Because for the love of God, I need to think about anything but 00 for a little bit. I was at Target today looking for gargoyle of sorts, and instead found some Power Rangers. So yay. These are the last two Ninja Rangers that I need for my collection. Why does it look like he has gun holding hands? That's weird. And she's got karate chopping hands. Don't know. So, last two Ninja Rangers, no big deal. I'm gonna put them up there with the Michelangelo that I need to also review. So once I get in a comfortable spot, I'll take an hour to record these things and get them done. Because at the same time that I'm doing all the 00CTOBER stuff, I edited a podcast last night and this morning. I've got more to do, and we have another podcast to try to record this week to make sure we're good while I'm on vacation, and then even after, so then 00CTOBER can roll on. So let me see some. Where's this stupid? Where is this stupid? No, it's not him either. I'm not sure. I don't think it's... I don't know who this belongs to. Because it's fairly certain... So I've got the new Exia still sitting there. I've got the Dynamis and Curios sitting there. It's not the big boy up there that's all covered in avalanches. That is oh, this is the shoulder piece. It's not the side piece. That's the shoulder piece that comes off, so you can put the avalanche pieces on. I was wrong. So either way, computer, are you awake yet? I'm trying to do things. So all right, I'm gonna get to work on editing, and then if I get started on building, you guys will be the first to know. Hi. It's a couple days later. I don't know if you can tell my voice is shot. I was going to shoot some reviews, or a review today, of the Harut Final Battle version. This one. Literally just finished it. Got started on it yesterday after I got home from work, and just really plowed through it. It's a fairly simple kit, because you don't build most of the legs. It's kind of funny. I didn't realize how much the Final Battle changed it over the normal version, which I need to transform back to regular Gundam mode. And it does come with these stupid little V-blades that are essentially the only real stickers I used, if you don't count eye stickers and GN condensers. So, these stupid little Pac-Man things. which, by the way, have no storage on the body. Like, they're just meant to fly around. They don't do anything. There's no thing. One thing I'm not sure about is if one of the additions to this, and I think it is, but I'm not sure, is the Marut mode, which is the kind of powered up super soldier mode that it does, where it opens like up all 6 eyes. Yeah, it has 6 eyes, not 4. Now, I have that head on here. Now, I don't know, like I said, if that's a new addition. I think it is. I'll have to compare it to the old one, which is laying right there. So, in real world time, obviously, these are coming out much later after I film them. I was in a car accident yesterday, very minor. Realistically, I just got rear-ended at a stoplight. My back is just killing me now. I was okay yesterday for the most part. Of course, much like working out or anything else, after your body relaxes, usually after you sleep, it gets worse. It's gotten worse. So, I'm hurting. I was supposed to go with the wife to her doctor's appointment today. But I was like, I can't sit in the car for that long. I'm just tired. I napped earlier. It's actually, what, like 4 o'clock? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock right now. And YouTube's, or Facebook's messaging me right now. Actually, it's people messaging me on Facebook, not Facebook itself. So either way, with this new version of Harut, or Marut as it is, it's pretty cool. Though I gotta wonder, I gotta see something real quick, because I'm doing because these are usually like previews. So for some reason, for these stupid little ball joints keep popping off. No, those are because they planned this out very poorly design-wise. No, for some reason I was getting at was here on the original, you get green edged blade things, such as, you know, they developed with the Exia R2 and then with the 00 and stuff like that. This one, they're clear. They didn't want to give you green ones. Just stupid. Also, there's a few paint additions I did not do to this one. Just didn't seem worth it. Like most of I added most of the gray pieces, so that's not a problem. Trying to think. Okay, so the forearms open up, and those are like extra guns under there. That's what that is. All right, I forgot about that. But the new legs are the biggest deal. So like 90% of this thing is the same. Basically, from the knees down, it's different. That's where they added these very large GN cones, make it go faster. And I'm going to guess that those were made out of ABS or something, because I panel lined it and they immediately started cracking. So actually, that's a good point. Let's look at the instructions. Okay. I need the... There we go. It's going to be on the new runner. Where is it? Looking. Right there, okay. No, that says polystyrene. That's weird. Don't know why. But it broke on me. Like, it just started splitting, so... I took it off immediately, wiped all the excess paneling off of it, and then took thin cement to it just to seal it from the outside, hopefully bind it back together, and then I inserted it back on because it was over the center part of the cone. So literally, big cone goes down over a nipple. Glued that in place so that hopefully it wouldn't break in the future, and then sanded it like crazy. So it should be solid, but that was something unexpected. You generally don't see that reaction with polystyrene unless it already has inherent cracks, and then it just makes it worse. But yeah. Oh, and then, so I did the thing where I painted everything ahead of time on runner. Yeah, of course I painted everything I thought I would need. And then don't use all the parts of the legs. Where is all the stuff that I painted? So I wasted a bunch of time on that, but it's okay. It's still a really cool Gundam. And actually having this version is really cool. There was a conversion set for it like a long time ago, or a third party, as they call it. So it's pretty cool otherwise. Uh-oh, I got a phone call. So I wanted to just point out real quick, because actually other than editing vlogs at the moment, I don't know what I want to do. There is only 4 actual builds left, and one of them, I have no idea when it's going to be here, unfortunately. And that's the Virtue stand. Now, that was supposed to be in September. It's now beginning of October. It's the 6th as it currently sits. But what it means is, basically, I have all the way through the final full week of Double October done. Doesn't mean I can back down, and I'm on vacation next week. We're going to be gone. Unless I decide to bring... stupid April O'Neil always falling over. Unless I decide to bring one of the kits with me, just in case. Like, I've got the... If I tried, I could probably get the Zabanya done tonight and tomorrow. And then that would leave only really the... Hey, you can actually see it in that shot. The Virtue left. And then, once again, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the Deep Sea Ripper just yet. I'm tired. It's hard to want to do things when you're tired and hurting. That's the thing that sucks. I have to force myself. I've been forcing myself through this. And my throat needs to rest because I had to yell a lot today at work, which I normally don't have to do. So that's why I'm not filming a review today. I could probably film it tomorrow after I get home. If I get Zavanya done today, and part of me really wants to... When you have a version or a new version of the same old kit, which is basically just add-ons to the kit you already have, part of you just wants to go, I'll just build the add-ons and throw them on the old one. That's cheating. I don't want to cheat. It is just like 4:30. Maybe overestimating myself if I don't do any excess painting and I use all the stickers. I need to look at it. Because here's my old Zabanya right here. It's in a couple pieces, if I'm honest with you. I don't like these stickers, but frankly, I'm not going to bust out the white paint for that. But it does need a lot of this stuff painted on, now that I recall. Like, a lot. Shit, even the top of these shoulders are painted on. And then here's the original fences, as I call them. So these all have paint on them. Well, not on this side. On that side. So you get gray paint in all those spots. Gray paint along the top, because those are all meant to be rifles. So in each one of these shield bits, there is a rifle that can pop out and shoot things. So that's supposed to be the new add-on. Oh, in case you're wondering, here's the rest of it. So the actual GN Vernier, and then the rest of it. Also, I totally forgot that you could, or at least you're supposed to be able to insert the old rifles, or the actual rifles in there. And then these can partially come apart, so I don't recall... Uh-oh. Okay, that's right there. I need to look and see, because I think some of the things they did, they added more guns, they added more rifle bits, and I think they added some shield bits that can come off and shoot, if I remember correctly. Because, like, the Zabanya going into the final battle pulled off some crazy stuff. I mean, he had 2 Haros, plus he's a lock-on. You know, there was a lot of stuff going on there. Here, let me move this over here before I lose it. Move it or lose it. Come here. And I think... So... Yeah, so there's that whole thing. Ah, so look, these rifles don't have clear bits. That's interesting. So that had clear parts. Are there some rifles that do? Are these new? Hold on. These are F2, so I think these are the new runners. Extra rifles and other bits. Could be wrong. Or that's a replication of... This should be the F runner, right? So F1 came with... So there should be... That's 2 rifles there. That's 2 more rifles. Huh, okay. More rifles. I think these are the ones he actually does hold. Those are rifle bits. Okay, so that's a D runner. What else is going on here? Okay, so it's C runner. We're good there. Sticker sheet. You know what? I'm gonna sticker this one. I know. But, you know, I put the work in on the first one. I can sacrifice a little. Yeah, because, like, it's got that whole, like, everything going on there. I mean, if I already have to use all of these on, like, every gun, I mean, I might as well go ahead and use those bits, too. I'm tired. I can do it. I hand paint all these things anyways. Okay, so there's the E runner. That's GN drive, core of that. Okay, so here is B1 with everything. Oh, what is this one? Another B1. Oh, okay, yeah, there would be yeah. Forgot 2 sides of fences. Buttload of polycaps, and I've already done all my panel lining. Oh crap, we have more runner. Okay, hold on. Here's another D1, which is the, once again, I think that's the actual rifle. So my question is, looking at this, oh wow. Okay, so I've got 2 extra C runners, which gives me even more crap. And then there's an F3. What is this? F3, which looks like an extra backpack piece? Yeah, that's a backpack. Huh. So wait, did the Zabanya going into the final battle have even more fencing? Oh, it did! Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, that's the main difference. So the main difference is, one, this one comes with rifle bits that fly around, and it has shoulder mounted or backpack mounted rifle holders as well. So that's what it was. Okay, I'm done. The only thing it doesn't come with is any stand for displaying this. That's really stupid. Like, of all things, they could have given you like the clear posts to actually use these things proper. So, man, this really is a case of I wish I could just add it to the good one, you know? Let's see. Get straighten out the beard. Okay, so, did I record yesterday? I don't remember. It's been a long few days. I think that was yesterday. I know I rested a lot yesterday. So I got Zabanya done. I worked on it a little bit this morning before I went to work. I worked on it, you know, most of yesterday afternoon. I think I did. I filmed yesterday. It's been a long few days. You know, been really tired. Back's feeling better after the car accident. So either way, check out Zabanya. Come on, light. It doesn't know what to do because the background's too bright. Okay, either way. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so Gundam the Fence is done. So actually, I wasn't quite sure what all they did differently. So one, they have extra rifle and fence parts up here on 2 extra arms that are very, very similar to the 00's arms, which is pretty cool. And then something I didn't realize, these front 3 sections are now individuals, and they each have rifles. So that's the new part. So on the original one, that's sitting right here, you only get this first one that allows you to remove the actual rifles he uses. That's it. And one thing I guess I never realized is that should have been painted, the little square right there. So I hand painted this with whatever green Gundam marker. I will say the camera bit I painted here came out really good with that metallic kind of purple. And then I added a lot of gray on it where it was necessary. Now, for comparison, what I did with this one was nothing. So what I'm going to do eventually, I think I'll just make a quote-unquote perfect version, kind of like what I'll do with Harut. So Harut, I've got the new Final Battle version, but I'll take some parts from the original one, which is right there. So, Zabanya is actually pretty cool. It's just, I guess actually adding the extra bits made it balance a little bit better than the old one. The old one does tend to fall over a little bit, though it's pretty good. One extra thing they added was this. So you can use this with the thing that the Cherubim came with, the heavy weapons pack Cherubim that came with like the whole shield mount thing. You can use this to add a couple of those things for shield blocking purposes. Each of the other rifles, not the 2 it uses, but the 4 extras, have a slot in them that if you have the old school ones of these, if you held on to the actual runners, there were some slots or some tabs that were used on these that you could totally use for holding up your rifles. Otherwise, no. It's like, come on, you literally gave us the ability to, 1, have the rifle bits, 2, have the shield bits as it goes. And part of me thinks that these things not only were shield bits, but they were also rifles somehow, if I remember correctly. The other thing is something I completely forgot about. All of these like armor panels are like small GN missile launchers. Even the chest pieces here, and I completely forgot that on the original. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I ever covered that in the original review, so that will be an interesting thing to do. And I'm not going to do that review till the morning. It's already almost 5 o'clock. I got to get dinner ready for the wifey here in a little bit. And I'm streaming tonight over on my main channel. Wow, pretty bad. My third channel I'm streaming. But this means I'm down to only 2 builds, technically speaking, 2 real builds. And that's Virtue up there and Deep Sea Ripper. I can start on Virtue because I have to have Virtue done for this particular week. So I got to do that. Open this up, make sure I mark that as built. Make myself feel better. And I'll do what I can to get them reviewed. I feel like Zabanya is going to be the easier one to review because it's just got a buttload of accessories but doesn't transform, whereas Harut does. But then again, I don't know, maybe I won't transform it. Or at least I won't transform it on camera. It's not hard, it's just like time consuming, honestly. So that leaves me Virtue, the Virtue stand, which once again, don't know when that's going to be here. And the Ripper will be done. Oh, and something I completely forgot about to add to this is I have a custom thing coming to me from someone else, built in commemoration of this being the final 00CTOBER. It's actually coming from Antonio Freitas, who's won a couple of my contests because he's just a ridiculous builder. But he got into 3D printing 40K figures, or miniatures, because that's what you do. And he wanted to make a Shoki / 00CTOBER themed minifig from 40K. It's weird, but you know, I haven't checked it out. He's been keeping it a secret. Originally, we were supposed to have a 3D scan of my head. I couldn't make it work. It was just a difficult thing. Didn't come out well at all. But in theory, since the head, he's sending along 3 custom heads that look similar, and then one that's total custom. If it comes down to it, can always send it to him and then have him do it again. In theory. If I can ever get a proper 3D scan of my head, which would have been a real interesting thing to manage. If Hasbro can do it, I can make it happen. But either way, I gotta think about what I gotta do next. I guess edit more vlogs. I don't know. Bathroom. That's what I gotta do. But either way, Zabanya is done, and I was worried that one was gonna take the longest. Kinda did. Oh, and one thing, I'm going to talk about this here. The repetitive nature of all this, plus how hard that green plastic is. No joke, went through 2 brand new blades just to build Zabanya. It ate up 2 brand new blades just because of how hard that green plastic actually is. So, anyway, I'll check back in tomorrow after I do things.